welcome to our show for this particular match between the Lucknow Super Giants and Sunrisers Hyderabad. Here from our studio, with me is my friend and colleague Devashish Sen, who enjoyed a fabulous night at the Eden Gardens, celebrating the Kolkata Knight Riders coming home last night. And today, a lot of our friends who watch our shows tell us that all of a sudden, we have become East Bengal. Devashish and I are Lal Holu. No, we are still die-hard Mohun Bagan fans. So we are not East Bengal. Having said that, we are sporting East Bengal colours tonight, but that doesn't make us East Bengal. As I said, for the IPL, India wins every night. So for Devashish and me, colours don't matter. Having said that, big game coming up tonight, but let's break the show down for you. First point, we will celebrate Mahendra Singh Dhoni, who has just been honoured at the Wankhede Stadium, where his six landed and gave India its greatest ever win alongside 1983. That spot is being named after MS, or he's being felicitated, 5 chairs being removed, and a function is on at the Mumbai Cricket Association premises at the Wankhede Stadium. We will see glimpses from the function as I ask Devashish his memory. That's our first part. Number 2, today is World Health Day. And Devashish shot a beautiful video with autistic patient Harshul Goenka, who's a die-hard KKR fan. And the Kolkata Knight Riders, including the owner, Shah Rukh Khan, really made his night last night on the eve of World Health Day. We will play that beautiful story for you. And then we go into the match for tonight between Lucknow and Hyderabad Sunrisers, where we will also play a lovely interview with Avesh Khan, where he talks about his growing up and how important he is. He's on a comeback trail after an injury and has started to bowl at 140 again. Devashish, MS Dhoni, 2011 World Cup. What's your memory? You covered that game.
Obviously, it means at one point of time when the early wickets with Sachin going out, Sehwag going out, and there was a bit of hush in the press box, and then MS walking in, promoting himself, and then that 6. Means obviously, I still could remember that night. Obviously, that road that across Marine Drive, where the people were going with the cars, with hooters, with the national colours, with the blowing whistle. It was unbelievable. And I for once was just very close to Saurav that night. Inside the ground, I could see his eyes because he was so close to winning the World Cup in 2003. So, but then as Sachin, obviously, what a fitting thing, because he for one, that was the best gift for Sachin, winning that World Cup, MS Dhoni. And Mumbai Cricket Association, hats off to Mumbai Cricket Association, the way they have felicitated MS Dhoni, because these are things that are not very common in Indian sport, prefers to say, and to be paying a tribute to one of the best captains ever in the country. I think hats off to Mumbai Cricket Association.
What he just said, he spoke about the felicitation and he spoke about how heartwarming it is. How was it? Let's see. Can we ask our producer Shopnil Mukherjee to please play that MS Dhoni felicitation video, which just happened some time back at the Wankhede Stadium. Take a look. Beautiful, beautiful scenes there at the Wankhede Stadium. My own memory, I was actually there in the team hotel. So the team came in, and I was fortunate enough because Sachin had called me. His room number, this is a sixth floor. If I remember from memory, it was 604 or something. So I was there in one of the corner rooms of the hotel, sixth floor. There was Virendra Sehwag, there was Yuvraj Singh, there was Sachin. Sachin actually was in his room with Anjali, and music was going on, and there was Virat Kohli. And all of us, I remember playing catch with the World Cup at 1 a.m. in the morning. And either Virat or Vinu threw the World Cup to me and said, "पकड़ के देखिए," and it's really heavy. And then at 1 a.m. Virendra Sehwag said, "बहुत भूख लग रहा है, आपको भी भूख लग रहा है ना, कुछ खाओगे?" And we ordered biryani. And then I did a Yuvraj Singh interview for the television network that I used to work for. It was one of those nights that MS Dhoni sits and his eyes forever will be part of Indian cricket. So good to see Mumbai Cricket Association do that. And tonight, let's just give you the breaking news. Hyderabad Sunrisers have won the toss and have opted to bat first. That's what we are getting from this particular match. We will come to the teams in just a bit, the moment we get the teams, but we are giving you this news. Sunrisers Hyderabad winning the toss and have opted to bat first. Sunrisers opting to bat, I mean, not the way they start.
No, obviously they definitely they will be bolstered with the inclusion of the South African cricketers with Henrik Klaasen and
Aiden Markram,
obviously the captain, because they looked a bit out of sorts in the first match, but now that they have all the 8 foreign overseas cricketers to choose from, so they looked a well balanced side. But having said that, Lucknow Super Giants, obviously they have a very attacking the top order in the likes of now that Quinton de Kock, who has just come after scoring 100 from 44 balls, so he is a man in form. Kyle Mayers, who scored back-to-back 50s. Yes, a slight bit of concern with KL Rahul, but still he's too great a batter. And you look at the top order of LSG, it's very good. So Sunrisers have, now that they are batting first, they need to post a huge total.
Let me something. I mean, both you and I, we supported KL Rahul. Let's put it that way. I mean, both of us have seen him grow as a cricketer. And he's got all the shots in the book. He's got super talent. Is it that he's sort of, there's a fear of failure? That he's sort of trying to play within? Something going on there? And is that a problem with KL Rahul, you reckon?
Well, I won't say that, because in international cricket there will be times when you will not get going. Means obviously KL Rahul has played so many years for Indian team, and also he has played IPL. He has also been a regular in IPL. So I think yes, now that the fact that he's the captain, obviously there will be pressure on him, because captain is one who leads from the front, sets examples. So that is where lies the biggest challenge of KL Rahul, is to get some runs, try and win matches for his team. Obviously he can then obviously he does have the trust of his teammates, obviously, which we all
and the
management. But then obviously at the hindsight, he will also be thinking that I need to perform, I need to show the way, I need to show the team that I have done. Now it's your job to take time.
Okay, let's also tell you that KL Rahul has pointed out at the toss that Deepak Hooda misses out, and Avesh Khan is out for this particular match, injured. So these are the two things that KL Rahul had to talk about at the toss. Avesh Khan is injured, as a result misses out, and Deepak Hooda will miss out this particular game. Think about it. Deepak Hooda was part of the Indian team not too long ago. How quality and how much depth do these fellows have in the team? So that's quite interesting. I mean,
absolutely. And if you look at the Sunrisers Hyderabad 11, obviously Mayank Agarwal, Abhishek Singh, Rahul Tripathi, Harry Brook, Markram, Sundars, Abdul Samad. I think he will be changed. I think Abdul Samad will be changed by a Karthik Tyagi or someone else.
100%. He will be impact player.
And Bhuvneshwar Kumar Natarajan, Umran Malik, and Adil Rashid.
Okay, let's also point out that Deepak Hooda is playing. He's not missing out. Deepak Hooda is part of the team. Avesh Khan is out injured. Devashish gave you the Hyderabad team. I'll just repeat. Mayank Agarwal, Anmol Singh, Rahul Tripathi, Aiden Markram captain, Harry Brook. All of us will look for him. Washington Sundar, Abdul Samad, who might just be replaced by the impact player, could be Karthik Tyagi, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, T. Natarajan, Umran Malik, and Adil Rashid. Keep an eye. It's a dry wicket. is what people are talking about. Keep an eye on Adil Rashid. How impactful can Adil Rashid be with his leg spin if it's a drier wicket? Lucknow Super Giants, KL Rahul, Kyle Myers, Deepak Hooda, Marcus Stoinis, Nicholas Puran, Romario Shepherd, Krunal Pandya, Amit Mishra, Yash Thakur, Jaidev Unadkat and Ravi Bishnoi. No Mark Wood. No Mark Wood. No
strange.
Quinton de Kock.
Yeah, because we were expecting that both Mark Wood and Quinton de Kock will be in there. We were discussing before the show. It's a bit strange for me.
But Amit Mishra makes an inroad.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
Ravi Bishnoi and Amit Mishra are the two leg spinners. Thoughts about that?
Definitely, Amit Mishra will be the one to be replaced with. Obviously, second innings with the LSG chasing. I think Amit Mishra will make way for maybe a batter. I would reckon.
Possibly, because that's logical that Amit Mishra will sort of bowl and then will
Absolutely.
and another batter will come in. But this is even without their key players. If you look at this, Devashish, no Mark Wood,
Right.
and they're going in they're going in without Avesh Khan. Even then, they've got a Krunal Pandya and Amit Mishra, a Yash Thakur, a Jaidev Unadkat, a Ravi Bishnoi, a Romario Shepherd, also a Marcus Stoinis and a Kyle Myers. 8 bowling options there.
Absolutely.
Wow. So talk to me about it. Are you a little taken aback by this team selection? Marcus Stoinis ahead of Quinton de Kock. No Mark Wood for whatever reason, might be injury.
Maybe the only reason that they might have gone in with Marcus Stoinis ahead of Quinton de Kock is that perhaps Quinton de Kock is coming from South Africa. He has just joined the side, and Marcus Stoinis, though he did not bowl in the last match, maybe today might be an opportunity for him to roll his arms for a couple of overs, and that adds to the balance. As you rightly said, that they are going in with 8 bowlers, 8 bowling options. So if Marcus Stoinis can give you those 2 overs, it only adds to the flexibility of the side. So I think that's a good option there.
Not bad for them with no Mark Wood in that lineup to bowl first.
Absolutely, and I think with Amit Mishra now playing in the first 11, obviously now that they are bowling first, I think he will be changed with an extra. They can afford to bring in an extra batter.
Somebody like an Ayush Badoni.
Absolutely, Ayush Badoni.
So the batting order for Lucknow would be Rahul and Myers. Then it's a Hooda, Stoinis, Puran, and there comes a Krunal Pandya, Ayush Badoni, and Romario Shepherd. That's a really strong.
That's what I said, that Sunrisers Hyderabad needs to bat very well. We saw yesterday what happened with the RCB versus KKR match. It's obviously, I think that Boyada, if you ask me, that's the biggest thing. Additionally, positive if you have a genuine all-rounder in that middle order. So we saw yesterday Shardul Thakur coming in and 89 for 5. KKR were down and out. We were no one was hoping that KKR would post a total in excess of 200, and which they did. And
see, this side, I mean the Lucknow side, they have a Stoinis, they have a Romario Shepherd who swings the ball and can hit the ball. They've got a Krunal Pandya, they've got solid all-round ability there. Comparatively, Hyderabad with a Washington Sundar, yes, no other real all-rounder. Aiden Markram, maybe a couple of overs of off-spin, but that's kind of makeshift. No real all-rounder in that side. So Lucknow, despite missing out on Mark Wood, on Avesh Khan, might still just fancy their chances.
Absolutely, I reckon that they will have a slight edge. And if you look at the bowling, except for Umran Malik, obviously Natarajan is coming back from injury. Bhuvneshwar Kumar haven't looked to be in his prime. So I think that bowling is heavily reliant on Umran Malik, Adil Rashid, and Washington Sundar.
You know, some important points made. I mean, coming back from injury, and that brings me to a different question of health. Today is the 75th World Health Day, the foundation day of the WHO in 1948. And in sport, it's health which is paramount. Be it an injury, be it mental health, we are now talking about health in every possible way. And you know what? Sport is a life lesson. Why is the IPL so good? Like his interview with Suya Sharma yesterday. The man saying, you know, मेरा भाई ने मेरे को सिखाया 10 साल से मैं कोशिश कर रहा था अभी देखिए temperament. You saw him, you come to the party, pick up those 3 wickets or 4 overs. That's what makes the IPL what it is. The stories, and another such story on World Health Day is Harshul Goenka. The whole Kolkata Knight Riders team celebrated their fan Harshul Goenka, who's an autism patient, at the Eden Gardens making his day. These gestures make the Indian Premier League what it is. And may I say, on the eve of World Health Day, this was a really special gesture. Well done, Shah Rukh Khan. Well done, Venki Mysore. Devashish Sen puts together this beautiful story for all of you. Shopnil Mukherjee, can we have the story, please? What is sport without reaching lives and touching hearts? Especially on World Health Day, when you think of what the KKR players and team owner Shah Rukh Khan did with Harshul Goenka, you must feel that there is something innately good about sport. An autism patient, Harshul Goenka, in his teenage, is a die-hard KKR fan and has been so over the last decade. And for every KKR match at the Eden Gardens, he's a permanent fixture. Not simply that, Kolkata Knight Riders shows him enormous amount of love and respect, making him welcome. And it was no different last night when team owner Shah Rukh Khan, captain Nitish Rana, leading players like Venkatesh Iyer spent time with Harshul Goenka on the eve of World Health Day. Sport and health, and especially mental health, is a subject of huge importance in our world. And the gesture of the KKR players will go a long way in giving sport a new meaning. This is what the IPL and sport is all about. Reaching out to fans, engaging with them, and impacting their lives in manners that they will forever remember. Harshul Goenka had spoken to Rev Sports earlier. Take a listen and enjoy what happened last night. As I said, this is what is the true meaning of sport. No better than World Health Day to celebrate Harshul and his bonding with KKR. Is he a substitute? The main talking point, I hope you loved that beautiful story from the stable of the Kolkata Knight Riders. Harshul Goenka has been going to the Eden Gardens for the last several years, and these kind of stories really touch a chord, don't they? And that's why the IPL is what it is. Once again, another important talking point, Devashish said, Hyderabad Sunrisers going in with 3 overseas players.
So that's interesting, and they are batting first, and they have an Adil Rashid, an Aiden Markram, and Harry Brook. So I think they might just bring in a fast bowler in a Marco Jansen in the second inning. So that might be an option. Otherwise, I see no, and which I think will happen.
Possible, because clearly Mayank Agarwal, Anmol Preet Singh, Rahul Tripathi, Aiden Markram, Harry Brook, Washington Sundar, Abdul Samad, Bhubanesh Kumar, P. Natarajan, Umran Malik, Adil Rashid. Will they take the punt and get in a foreign fast bowler, possibly for a Harry Brook after the batting effort? They got in with 3, so they have that option. Remember, Hyderabad Sunrisers. And fascinating, these little choices, what kind of impact they can make. Lucknow with that beautiful impact with Krishnappa Gautam, that last ball 6 with impact. They had a fabulous
I think only Mumbai Indians have went with 3 overseas
yes.
so far in the IPL matches.
Yes.
Obviously, Jason Merendorf did not click that night, but then obviously
they tried
it definitely. But one would hope that Marco Jansen, if he comes in as an impact player, then definitely with the left arm, it adds variety to the bowling. And obviously, they have a Natarajan, Umran Malik, and Bhubanesh Kumar. So I think that lends more power to the bowling attack.
What is interesting is, can you tell me your thoughts on Mayank Agarwal? Because he's someone, the treatment he got from the Punjab Kings wasn't fair. He's had a great domestic season. He's coming into the IPL with a bag full of runs. Will want to make a point immediately.
See, the point is that for Mayank Agarwal, it's kind of a hot and cold. Means every season you see him scoring runs for 2 3 matches, then all of a sudden he does not score. So it's all about consistency because it's a very important year. We all know because of the World Cup, but then I think Mayank Agarwal is somewhat little bit out of that. What to say?
The main
The
scheme.
main scheme. So I think he needs to have a very good, brilliant IPL so as to again come into the selectors radar.
And matchups. I mean, Ravi Bishnoi versus the Hyderabad batting, because even last day Ravi Bishnoi with his fastest leg spin was top notch. And today, if you see this bowling attack from Lucknow, you got an Amit Mishra, you got a Ravi Bishnoi, you got a Krunal
And you
Pandya.
got another. They have two
Two leg
legs
spinners, one offie with Deepak Hooda. If you want to use a Hooda, you got a left arm in Krunal Pandya. So you got all the bases covered for spin.
Absolutely.
Ravi Bishnoi, are you impressed this season?
Absolutely, I'm very impressed. Very, and see, it's again the leg spinners. You have a Yuzvendra Chahal, you have the Ravi Bishnoi. Again, see, you need to play a leg spinner because they are the.
Yash told you he started.
He's also leg spinner.
Exactly.
The leg spinner, the advantage of it, and these are some bowlers who are not afraid to flight the ball, give the ball a bit of air, and obviously not afraid even if they are get it. So I quite like the temperament of Ravi Bishnoi. Means yeah, and as you have said in the show a few minutes back, you are quite impressed with Shreyas Sharma, obviously.
Absolutely. And when I talk about matchups and I look at the matchups, the other one will possibly be KL Rahul versus Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. At the top, I mean, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar knocks KL Rahul over, all of a sudden Lucknow might be under pressure.
Absolutely. Because KL Rahul means obviously again that's a question with the consistency. That and obviously people might differ. Issue of strike rate. This is bound every time KL Rahul walks into bat. Obviously, that the whole debate of strike rate means obviously he might come out in the press conference and say that he is not too bothered about strike rate, but it does matter in a game of T20 cricket.
Yeah, it does. And the only thing is with Kyle Myers blasting at 200 and with somebody like, lower down the order, you got a Puran to go big time, helter-skelter. Can KL sort of say, I will take a few more balls? As captain, I want to anchor the innings, take it deep. Does he want to do that role? If he wants to, yes, and he should talk about it openly that, look, my role is defined and this is what I want to do. Last couple of questions. We've got 5-6 minutes before the game starts. So my quick fantasy tip for you, very simple. Let me give you my fantasy tip. If you are playing the minor league means with less number of teams and less number of people playing. So suppose 100 people are playing, 200 are playing, then you go with a predictable lineup. You go in with a KL Rahul, somebody like a Kyle Myers, an Aiden Markram, a Mayank Agarwal, a predictable lineup with a captaincy and a vice captaincy to predictable people. Because in a minor league, the chances are you take a punt, you might just end up losing. But if you are playing the major league, crores of people play. If you do a team with obvious choices, you're never going to win. No chance, because millions will do KL Rahul as captain. So if you want to do it, go in with the marker. He's just come, put him in as captain. He might just bowl. He will get you runs. He's in red hot form in the South African T20 and for the South African team. And for the vice captaincy, think about it. Dry wicket. Do you want to try a punt with an Amit Mishra or a Ravi Bishnoi? All of a sudden, 2-3 wickets, and you might just go up the ladder. So the major league, take your punts, make your experiments. For the minor league, no experimentation, stable team. That's how you play your fantasy. Dinashish said, prediction time. 5 minutes before the match starts.
I would go in with the Lucknow Super Giants.
And why so?
In fact, that they looked a much balanced side. If you look at both the squads,
even without Mahmood and Avesh Khan?
Even without Mahmood and Avesh Khan, because they've been for a T20 matches, you need a bits and pieces to get them so who can contribute both with the ball. And as you have rightly said, they have so much depth in their bowling attack. So I think if they can. I think I will put my money on Lucknow Super Giants.
And any particular player you're going to sort of say that, okay, today is his day, might be his day.
I would.
Someone like a Marcus Stoinis who's due.
Absolutely, Mark. But whether he's going to bowl is a big question mark because he did not bowl in the last game. So definitely, if for a safer bet, I would go with Kyle Mayers. Obviously, he's the batsman in form. He has scored 2 consecutive 50s. So maybe he can with the power and some of the strikes were no more. Oh goodness. So for me, my bet would be Kyle Mayers.
Devashish Sen picks the Lucknow Super Giants having the slightest of edge despite missing the 2 key players in Mark Wood and of course Avesh Khan, and also not going in with a Quinton de Kock. That tells you how much depth these people have in that lineup. Any other team would have blooded Quinton de Kock the moment the South African legend would have come. But here, they are giving him time to acclimatize, going in with a Marcus Stoinis, giving him one more game, trying to prove the Australians' mettle. Will it be Lucknow? Will it be Hyderabad? Will Hyderabad open their account, and can Lucknow come back to winning ways? I agree with you. I think Lucknow slightly has the edge. Markram just here as captain. Does he know his team well? Has the team gelled well? Can they take pressure better? KL Rahul, proven customer, whatever we say, a proven captain at the IPL level. So I actually agree with Devashish Sen. Despite missing key players, Lucknow has the edge. But as we said yesterday, RCB looked better on paper and got hammered by KKR. Will both of us be proved wrong by the Sunrisers Hyderabad, or will Lucknow, after that defeat to Chennai, the narrow defeat, come back to winning ways? Join us for the post-match, the moment the match ends. But for the moment, we, at least in our studios, feel Lucknow slightly ahead. Couple of minutes for the first ball to be bowled. Get your cup of coffee, make changes to your fantasy team, and let the ball get rolling in this encounter between Lucknow and Hyderabad. Thanks for watching.